It's your favorite garage gym girly, and I am back with another review. This time it's going to be on the Evolpow M2B Smith machine all-in-one. This is my very first review on an all-in-one. I thought it was time to bring something a little bit different to the channel. For those of you that don't have a squat rack yet and you don't have over $1,000 to spend on one, this might be a good option for you. Yes, this is a budget piece, but $1,000 is still a lot of money, and it's not worth spending that if it doesn't bring you value. So is this thing valuable enough for you to spend $1,000? That is the question I'm hoping to answer in this review today. Okay, let's talk about everything that comes in that $1,000 package. Most of the things that you see behind me come with. So you get a lat pull down bar, a bicep curl bar, some D handles, a tricep rope. You also get a landmine attachment for your landmine rows, and you also get a low row foot plate, along with some safety spotter arms, some J cups, and some tricep dip bars. So that is everything that comes with that $1,000 package. Obviously the squat rack with the functional trainer and the Smith machine as well. If by chance you needed a bench and some weight plates to go with this all-in-one trainer, they do offer a package for an additional $879 that includes this incline adjustable bench and then also 230 pounds worth of weight plates, which is probably all you're going to need for this all-in-one trainer. But wait guys, there's more. Evolpow makes it like super easy to choose what you want. They have an expansion edition that comes with a foot plate for the Smith machine. And then also you can upgrade to aluminum pulleys. And on top of that, you can include bumper plates, the bench, lever arms, and that brings your total up to $2,500. But that is literally for everything you see on the screen, which is an insane amount of stuff. I want to start with talking about everything that I love about this machine and then save my critiques for last. But before we get too far into the video, I want to be completely transparent. Evolpow did send this to me for free. It's not going to stop me from being honest. So before we get too far into the video, I want to talk about who I think this all-in-one budget squat rack is for. It's going to be for those who are beginners and those who aren't pushing tons of heavy weight. And it's just because it is a budget squat rack, that doesn't mean it doesn't function well, because it does. But if you're a really tall person or a really big person pushing tons of weight, this just might not be the all-in-one for you. That being said, if you are a beginner and you do want to save some money and you're okay with sacrificing a few things here and there, then this is going to be awesome for you because the functionality is certainly awesome. Let's talk about the functional trainer portion of this all-in-one first. I don't have the upgraded pulleys. These are plastic pulleys and they come standard with the M2B. It works great. There's no drag in any of the movements I've tried, so the pulleys work just fine. The only issue I've had with it is the trolleys on the uprights are a little tight, so it doesn't allow the rollers to roll. My trolley mostly drags up and down the upright instead of gliding smoothly. I have talked to a couple others who have had this all-in-one, and theirs do not do this, so I think it's just a one-off for me. And I'm sure if I reached out, Evolpow would likely send me out new trolleys. Another thing I'd like to point out is the highest point of the pulley is about 5.5 feet. This is not a bad thing, it's just something to know. Evolpow designs their racks to fit anyone's space, so inherently this is a shorter squat rack, and so there's going to be a lower pull point than what you'd find on other racks. Like I said, this all-in-one trainer is designed to fit in any space that you have, whether it be a spare bedroom, in your garage, or the basement. Go ahead and pause if you need to see the specs on this machine. Now let's talk about the Smith machine. It's my favorite part of this all-in-one. I was pleasantly surprised to feel how heavy duty the guide rods were when they came. The Smith machine is smooth with little side-to-side play. Also, the bar has pretty decent knurling. It actually hurts my hands when I'm deadlifting, which I personally like. And worst case scenario, if you're not a fan of sharper knurling, then you can always just wear gloves when lifting in the Smith machine. The Smith machine does have safety catches on each side and shock springs. I have not performed a drop test on the Smith machine, and I'm not going to. Like stated in the beginning of the video, this all-in-one is best suited for beginners, but what I can say is I'm confident that any lift you fail on the Smith machine as a beginner, you're going to be safe. And any advanced lifters that are using this probably wouldn't be doing their max lifts in a Smith machine anyways. I've really enjoyed using the Smith machine, and I consider myself an advanced lifter. I'm just not pushing much over 160 pounds in any of my lifts right now. The downside to the Smith machine, like many others on the market, is it just has a high starting point. So at 5'2", the starting point for the bar is right above my knees. An easy fix for this is just to stand on a couple of Evolpow's bumper plates and it'll lift you up 4 to 5 inches off the ground, and you can even double stack them. Now let's talk about the squat rack as a whole. Obviously, as stated before in the video, this comes with J-cups, safety spotter arms, and a bunch of other cable attachments. With these budget squat racks, all of these are just okay. They get the job done. But the cool thing is the safety spotter arms are actually long enough where you could step a good amount away from the squat rack and they're long enough to actually spot you. I wouldn't be dropping more than a couple 100 pounds on this, and I think they would be fine for that. But any advanced lifters, I definitely see if you could have someone come out and spot you. This also comes with a landmine attachment, so you can do all your landmine movements. And again, it's just okay. It gets the job done, and I've enjoyed using it. I'm not a huge fan of rowing on the floor, but it does come with a low row foot plate. But you can also sit on a bench and row from there, and that feels pretty good. The rack features 1-inch holes, and they are 2x2 uprights with 14 gauge steel. The rack also comes with a super cool pegboard for organization, so you can hang all your attachments and any other junk you want to store and have everything organized and up off the floor. This is one of my favorite features about the M2B. I've always liked to have pegboards next to my squat rack, so it's nice that it's actually included. It also has a small storage shelf, which I personally have never had a storage shelf on my squat racks before, and I actually found myself really enjoying it. So anytime you have an all-in-one trainer with a lot of attachments, it's nice to have storage features. Speaking of storage features, the squat rack actually comes with weight horns to hang your bumper plates on. You just don't see it on mine because I didn't have enough space around my squat rack to install them. They're nice and long, and you'll be able to store plenty of weight on them, no problem. To summarize, I believe that this all-in-one trainer is going to be an awesome purchase for those of you who are beginners and looking for a lot of functionality that you can pack into a small space like a basement, a garage, or even a spare bedroom. I will be putting out another review on this thing after a few more weeks of abuse. I have already had it for a month and have been putting it through the ringers with me and my clients training on it. The Smith machine works well, the functional trainer works well, and it's nice to have all the storage. I've really liked this thing so far. All right, guys, and that is my review on Evolpow's all-in-one home gym. If you are a beginner lifter and you are thinking that this is going to be perfect for your space, I do have a link in the description below. That's going to save you some money and also help my channel grow. If you haven't subscribed yet, please consider subscribing. It's going to help me review more cool home gym equipment like this. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you next time.